Today we have Michigan vs. Indiana film review heading into the Big Ten tournament. This is the Wolverine of On3 Sports, the best of college sports and recruiting. Michigan was able to close the regular season strong in their last 10 games, including 3 quad 1 wins. It seemed bleak that they'll be able to get back to the NCAA tournament, but lately they've been able to get on the right side of the bubble, but there's still plenty of work to be done. And it's never fun to sweat out Selection Sunday, so Michigan just needs to win games. This Indiana game is locked in as a quad 1 matchup for both teams since they're within the top 50 net range on a neutral court. Here's how the two teams stack up with their overall record, which at face value can be a bit misleading because it matters who you've beaten, not necessarily how many wins you have. Here's their net ranking, which is an evaluation tool for the NCAA committee. Their quad 1 and quad 2 record here, this highlights the highest quality wins based off of opponent's strength and where the game was played. Michigan has 8 high-quality wins and 12 losses. Indiana has 6 high-quality wins and 11 losses. Michigan in the last 10 games is 6-4, 5-4 against teams projected to be in the field, while Indiana has struggled a bit, going 3-7 over their last 10 games, 0-6 versus teams projected to be in the NCAA tournament field. In a nutshell, Indiana is playing for its tournament life. This is going to be a high-energy, important game for both teams. For Michigan to come out with a win, they'll need to neutralize Indiana's impact players. Number 23, Trayce Jackson-Davis is a tough cover in this league. He's a bit undersized at center, but he's a quick, agile, and explosive athlete. He does a great job running the floor, and in the first game, I thought Musa and Hunter did a great job in transition, being able to get a tag on him to prevent easy buckets and looks around the rim. Michigan will be in a great position if they can get Jackson-Davis to settle for contested 8 to 10 foot touch shots or get him finishing with his right. He's very dangerous when he gets over his right shoulder, utilizing his dominant left hand. When he's within 4 feet of the basket, he explodes to the rim with incredible hang time. Michigan has to play physical and cannot let him get comfortable around the basket. In the first game, he ended up with 17 points on 13 shots, bringing down 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. Number 0, Xavier Johnson is a 6'3", 200-pound point guard who is strong, quick, aggressive off the bounce. He loved getting to the paint in Michigan's last game. He's going to want to do that again. Devontae, Kobe, Frankie, and Eli must keep him out of the paint because he does such a great job at finishing around the rim. When he can't find a good angle around the basket, he uses his vision and his size to be able to locate open shooters like Miller Kopp and Parker Stewart. Remember, he's a bigger guard, so as soon as he gets an advantage, it's very tough to get back in front. He's a decent shooter this year from three-point range, about 37%. He shoots about 2 to 3 threes per game and has a slight hitch in his shot, but at the end of the day, he wants to get to the basket, finish around the rim, and get fouled. Last game against Michigan, he had 14 points on 11 shots, grabbed 6 rebounds, had 6 assists, and 3 steals. Number 25, Thompson, in my opinion, is going to be a pro and an NBA player at some point one day. The dude just oozes potential and talent. At 6'8", 230, he has good athleticism and finishing ability around the rim, but he also offers some floor spacing. Even though he's only shooting 26% from 3, his form looks really good, and it feels like he's someone who could hit you for multiple threes. Thompson excels in the transition, in space, and in broken plays. He is much better than his stats show, and I think he's one of the more underrated players in the country. Musa will have to guard him without fouling and will have to put him in tough positions on the court. When Musa wins his matchup against a strong power forward, Michigan is usually in a great spot to win the game. Number 45, Parker Stewart, has to be tagged at all times. Indiana does a nice job getting him looks with their half-court sets, in transition, and secondary transition, and baseline out-of-bounds situations, and sideline out-of-bounds situations. They run some really nice stuff for him. If he is open, they're going to get him a good look. Guards must be tagged when he's coming off of multiple screens. Make him put the ball on the deck. Over 75% of his shots come from 3, and he shoots worse from 2 than he does from long range. Guards cannot give him room to get off a shot. If he's not hitting 3-point shots, Indiana really struggles from deep since they don't have a lot of shooters. Michigan sits 17-13 and Juwan Howard's return to the sideline. Had a game canceled in Purdue-Fort Wayne, which was unfortunately never made up. So they played lesser games, and I know the pundits say Michigan is in, but losing this game and going into Selection Sunday at 17-14 would still be a major sweat for all parties. Losing this game puts power back into the committee's hands, and we all know winning solves a lot of problems. And the more wins this team can rack up this week, the less problems they'll have on Selection Sunday.